Good blessed throwback Thursday, January the 8th, 2026. The time being 10:26 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world, all around the world, all around the world, all around the world, all around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say, do, nor produce. That's your prerogative. Always remember, you got a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate, long as you do it all in a peaceful and non-violent manner. Now, if you're on probation or parole, you want to check with your probation or your parole officer to make sure you ain't violating probation or parole for participating in anything that I said or mentioned above. If you are felons, you want to do the same thing, unless you Donald Trump or some of the individuals that he have that's running his cabinet. But what I want to say now is I want y'all to pay close attention to the videos that you're going to see following my introduction. And this video is dedicated to a 37-year-old white female in Minneapolis who was just murdered by the Grand Wizard Donald Trump's Ku Klux Klan members, the ICE. She was 37 years old. Her name is RENEE NICOLE Good. She wasn't a gangbanger. She wasn't a drug dealer. She wasn't a thug. She wasn't a terrorist. She was exercising her First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, a freedom to protest. I protest all the time. People don't like what I'm doing, but you got some Negroes down here that what ICE did to her, Negroes did somewhat similar to me. One nigga in his 40s, about 6'6" or 6'7", almost 300 pounds, stole on me because I was talking about drug dealers. I didn't mention his name, but he must be an individual that's selling drugs. But he stole on me. I took it for the team. If him or anybody else do it again, the Lord will be their shepherd, and they will not want no more, because I'm going to take them out the damn game. Anybody that's with them, I'm going to take them out the game. Another Negro about 37 years old, same height and weight. I mentioned the people that run Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center, Lester Gillespie, the CEO and president that got all these other programs, a Negro now, a felon just like Donald Trump, got all these programs making money. And I mentioned the fact that he had a drug dealer and a child rapist driving his van around in the black neighborhood, picking up our little children to take to his program to get money. And then this Negro come spray me with mace on my property. Took one for the team. But I'm going to court every day because I'm going to send him to the penitentiary. You see what I'm saying? He'd be better off in the penitentiary than getting the ultimate choice being in the damn cemetery, because if he ever do it again, him or anybody that feel like he did something right, because about 200 people, they thought it was funny. And some of y'all wonder why I don't respond to you on Facebook no more, because the shit wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny to my kids. It wasn't funny to my family members. Now somebody popped somebody in the head with a bullet with one of y'all family members that laughed at me. Would that shit be funny? No, that shit wouldn't be funny. So I don't fuck with y'all no more. But anyway, I want y'all to watch this very carefully. ICE claim that this lady is a domestic terrorist. Donald Trump and the Department of Justice saying the lady was trying to run over and kill some of their members. Now, you watch it real carefully. I don't care what angle you look at it. There's no reason that they should have shot 3 times and killed this lady. You see what I'm saying? They said she ran over him. Now, the one that did the shooting, after he shot, he running after her. They said they were stuck on ice. They wasn't stuck on no damn ice. But when the one coward shot and killed the unarmed lady, all she was doing is taking off. She was blocking the street. But at the same time, she was telling people to come on past. That's what protesters do. That was a peaceful protest. When they came to her car trying to pull on her door to take her out, she done experienced what they done did to other people. You see what I'm saying? She done experienced what they done did to other people. They like Nazis when they used to come to black people's houses, raping and killing us. They just like when that Christopher Columbus came over here in 1492, when it was peaceful out here. Him and some of them thieves came from Europe, didn't have nothing in their boats. When they left, they had captives. They took some of the natives captive. They had their merchandise and went back to Spain. And the queen and the king, they honored them. Trump honoring them for doing this here. But all you got to do is look. Now, if this lady was trying to kill somebody, when they came to her thing, I would have did the same thing. Locked my car door, let up my windows, and get on up out of there, because I haven't really committed, especially not a felon. Trump committed 36 felons, and you people voted him back in. But anyway, the lady could have, if she wanted to hurt any of them, especially the one that was in the front, she would have turned her wheel to the left, and she could have got all of them. She was getting out. This man stepped to the side, shot 3 times. Then you'll see where a guy that said, I'm a doctor, I'm a physician. Let me see if she got a pulse. They holding them at gunpoint, saying, no, we got our medics. But where in the hell is they at? You see what I'm saying? All right now. Where is they at? Now, y'all pay close attention to the other video that I got, where it was taken on Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021, when Donald Trump and then our senator here, Josh Hawley from the state of Missouri, you'll see Josh Hawley putting his fists up when the white supremacists was attacking the White House. But you will see his scary ass running too. You see, they got power right now, but God gonna shut their ass down like they did Adolf Hitler. He gonna bring them down like he did the Roman Empire. But if you look at it real close, thousands of white supremacists raiding the White House, and now when a brother that was a captain for the Capitol Police shot and killed a white woman that was a sergeant for the Air Force in the Air Force for 15 years, Trump and them wanted to prosecute him. Trump and them wanted to prosecute him for shooting and killing this lady because she was white, was breaking into the White House. The man did the right thing. If I had a submachine gun, I'd have killed all them jokers out there. I'd have kept on shooting and reloading because they was a threat to security. Now, if there was a bunch of black or dark-skinned people running up in there, and this is no disrespect to anybody that's white, but if you white and don't think nothing wrong with it, then you ain't no different than Trump. If you black or any other nationality, don't think nothing wrong with what happened on January the 6th, 2021, then y'all just about this shit. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. Goliath, he was a big old joker. He had a shield that he told David, here, you can use my shield. But the shield was bigger than David. David couldn't even hold that shield. He laughed at the little slingshot and rock that David had. He thought it was funny. But when that shit hit him upside his damn head, he just fell on down. That's what that Trump administration gonna do. Just like y'all went over to Venezuela, I don't care if that guy a criminal or not. What about when you gonna send some of these ICE or some agents, get an all-black squad so we can wipe out these damn Ku Klux Klans and these Nazis that spread it all over this country? You raiding everybody but these white supremacists. You let all them individuals that raided the Capitol, you let them go free. Y'all call that an insurrection. That was a damn riot. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no other way of looking at it. That's what y'all did with us in the 60s, in the 50s. Sprayed us with water hose, put dogs on us and beat us with billy clubs. But God gonna get y'all ass real good. Watch and see as I watch and pray. Y'all watch these videos real close.
This morning, Minneapolis police officers received a report of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident.
No! Oh my God!
The preliminary information that we have indicates that this woman was in her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue, midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway.
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician!
Hey, listen, we understand. We got EMS coming. I get it. Just give us a second. We have medics on scene. We have our own medics.
Where are they? Where are they? How can I relax? You just killed my neighbor. You caught your butter in the face. You killed my neighbor. How do you show up to work every day? How the do you do this every day? You're killing my neighbors. You're stealing my neighbors. What the man?
At the heart of the investigation will be video of the shooting, which has surfaced from multiple different angles. But even the video evidence is causing opposing views from the community, political leaders, and even experts. Lauren Lemanchek talked to some use of force experts today to see what they are seeing in this video.
Well, Rena, as we've heard, to some, these videos show an officer using unjustified deadly force against a civilian. To others, it shows an officer defending himself against a driver trying to run him over. I talked with 3 use of force experts, all current or former law enforcement, to understand how they see the video.
First, the video. This angle shows agents repeatedly telling the driver to get out of the car. The driver then backs up, and as soon as she drives forward, you hear 3 shots fired. A federal agent reholsters his gun as the red SUV crashes into another car. Another angle shows the driver appearing to wave her arm to let another vehicle pass. Then a different vehicle pulls up and more officers get out. Again, you hear them repeatedly tell her to get out of the car. An officer approaches and pulls on the door, and you see the driver back up, then start to drive forward. That's when you hear the gunshots. Look at that video in slow motion. The officer at the front bumper draws his weapon and fires once at the front, then 2 more shots into the driver's window.
The main issue here is going to be with whether the officer in question reasonably believed that his life was in serious jeopardy.
Use of force expert Ed Obayashi reviewed the videos and sees why, in that moment, the officer could have believed that.
I believe that the officer may have a reasonable justification for firing his weapon.
But 2 other use of force experts see something different.
It was an improper use of deadly force.
Dr. Roy Taylor says it doesn't look to him like the driver was trying to ram the officer.
This ICE agent put himself in the path of the vehicle. He drew his pistol before the vehicle even started moving.
And Jeff Noble agrees, saying officers are trained to avoid situations like this.
A reasonable officer would have moved to the side of the vehicle immediately and not been standing in front of the vehicle. Certainly, if there was enough time for the officer to draw and fire their handgun, there was enough time for the officer to move out of the way. And that's what the officer should have done.
So there is disagreement here on that key factor. Would a reasonable officer believe he was in imminent danger in that moment? But here's the one thing that all three agree on. These cases are really hard. It's too soon to draw any definitive conclusions. They need to know more about what happened.
Priority. We just had protesters circle, breach the line. We need backup.
Madam Speaker, the Vice President and the United States Senate.
We're going to give riot warnings as soon as the apparatus here. We're going to give riot warnings. We're going to try to get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50, be advised, Capitol Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
50, I copy.
We're about 5 miles out. We're trying to make our way through all this.
We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol to the upper level!
Jack, be advised they're requesting additional resources on the east side as they've broken into that window and they're trying to kick it in.
Without objection, the chair declares the House in recess pursuant to Clause 12B of Rule 1.
My kids didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify.
Now what y'all just watched. Now, y'all seen somebody that was really dangerous. It wasn't RENEE NICOLE Good. She was just protesting of these ICE agents coming all over this country, all over this country. It's just like gangbangers. You see what I'm saying? But we seen somebody that was terrorist. All them white supremacists that Donald Trump let go. When is they gonna have a squad, like I said before, to take all these white supremacists, Ku Klux Klans, skinheads, Northsiders, Proud Boys? When they gonna take them off the street? Now, if y'all want this country to get right, you see what I'm saying? I don't care how powerful y'all think Donald Trump, the Justice Department, his FBI, and the rest of them is, but this country is large enough for everybody to stop doing everything that they doing and stand for justice and don't do no type of work. If it can happen in the penitentiary, if it can happen in, I believe it was Montgomery, Alabama, or Memphis, with the boycott, it can happen right now. Peace be still.